Welcome to Michael Zane Trusty's TrackTalk, where every track tells a story. What if I told you the song that launched Elvis Presley into superstardom, his very first #1 hit, was inspired by a man's final words before taking his own life? That's the haunting origin behind Heartbreak Hotel. In 1955, songwriter Tommy Durden opened a newspaper and came across a chilling article. It told of a man in Miami who had committed suicide, leaving behind only a single note. And on that note, he had written just 5 words: "I walk a lonely street." That line shook Durden to the core. He brought it to Mae Boren Axton, a schoolteacher and music promoter with a flair for songwriting. Together, they spun the man's sorrow into something larger, the idea of a hotel where broken hearts go to live out their pain, a place of sadness, a place of despair, a place everyone who's been hurt could recognize. They called it Heartbreak Hotel. When Elvis Presley heard the song later that year, he knew instantly that was the one. Mae Axton had played it for him in a Nashville hotel room. And Elvis, just 20 years old and still riding the small label buzz of Sun Records, told her flat out, "That's my song." And he meant it. In January 1956, Elvis walked into RCA's Studio B in Nashville to cut his first major session since signing with the big label. Backing him were Scotty Moore on guitar, Bill Black on bass, and DJ Fontana on drums. When they rolled tape on Heartbreak Hotel, Elvis leaned into the mic with a raw, aching voice drenched in echo. That echo wasn't an accident. Producer Chet Atkins set up a hallway reverb chamber, giving the record that eerie, haunting sound. Elvis didn't just sing the lyrics, he lived them. You can hear the loneliness, the desperation, the sense of being lost and forgotten. But RCA executives weren't convinced. To them, it was too dark, too strange, too unlike the bouncy pop tunes dominating radio. One of them even called it a morbid mess. But Elvis believed in it. And when Elvis believed, the world soon followed. On January 27th, 1956, Heartbreak Hotel was released, and almost immediately it exploded. By spring, it shot to #1 on the Billboard pop chart, #1 on the country chart, and even cracked the rhythm and blues chart. That kind of crossover was unheard of. Within months, it sold over 1 million copies, Elvis's very first gold record. Overnight, Elvis Presley wasn't just a Southern sensation. He was a national star, and rock and roll had its first anthem of heartbreak. Looking back, Heartbreak Hotel was more than a song. It was a line in the sand. It showed that music didn't always have to be light or cheerful. It could be dark, it could be haunting, it could capture the deepest emotions of the human soul, and still make the world move. And it all began with a single tragic note: "I walk a lonely street." This is Michael Zane Trusty's Track Talk. If you enjoyed this story, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and join me again, because every track tells a story.